Valley Club, the first version of the Spotlight raids are gone from the game right now, but does this mean that they're gone forever? We got the Shadow King event back with no leaderboard this time, and that means it's gonna be even easier than last time to get that 7-star unlock. And when will the in-game stores get their long-awaited update? I'm discussing these topics and more in this edition of your Marvel Strike Force Weekly News Update. And if you're ready for all the latest, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having an excellent day, and I hope 2025 is a great one for you so far. Flying solo for the news this week. Normally we have a guest on, but still trying to get everything back to normal from the holidays. But on a normal non-holiday week, we do this every single week, keeping you up to date on everything that has happened and is upcoming in Marvel Strike Force. And if you get some value from this video, leave it a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for even more Marvel Strike Force content. Well, let's start by discussing the Spotlight 2 raids. It was launched earlier on January 3rd, and for that, you need 4 Uncanny Avengers to enter the second part of the mission, which means you need to buy Jean Grey or get lucky with Jean Grey's orbs. Beast, Falcon, and Storm are the other 4 required, and Hercules not in the game yet, so only 4 are required. Once Hercules comes to the game yet, there'll be a new Spotlight raid first strike that is coming as well. Now, as far as what you can get, there were some first-time rewards, some Battle World credits. It is a little unfortunate because Battle World is no longer in the game right now. It should be returning, as we saw in the 2025 roadmap. It should be returning later in January sometime. And I was hoping that these first-time rewards would be extended to more permanent rewards until we got Battle World back, because the Battle World store is in the game right now, but nowhere to get some consistent Battle World credits. So a little disappointing about this. As far as difficulties, there are going to be a few different difficulties. There are going to be Spotlight Raid, the Strike version, but as we have right now is the Prologue version. But one of the big things that changed from this version of Spotlight from the previous version, well, the normal difficulty, no ISO 8 requirements, but starting at difficulty 1, level 2 purple ISO 8, and then difficulty 2, level 3 purple ISO 8. Very expensive, and I'm not sure if this is worth it if you don't have Odin. If you do have Odin, probably should be pushing for the next raid, which is in this case the Spotlight 2 raids. But if you don't have Odin, well, you probably want to unlock Odin and probably do this normal difficulty with no ISO 8 requirement. But that is a big change, the Spotlight 1 raid or the Spotlight 1 raid, because normal difficulty you did need to have level 5 green ISO 8, but for this you needed tier 2 level 1 ISO 8 or level 4 ISO 8, depending what difficulty you need to do. The big thing about here, you don't have the ability to go back. At least I don't see it, and everybody that I discussed this with wasn't able to see a Spotlight Raid 1 in the game, and yeah, it should be here. If we go to Spotlight, here it only has a Spotlight 2 prologue, and that is a problem because of the reduced requirements that the first version had. Also seeing some complaints about the rewards, that the current version of the Spotlight 2 has a little less T4s as far as the rewards. And if we look at these rewards, decent things here. We got some gold. I do like what they've done with these rewards that they did with the raids a while ago. Rank 1, you're getting pretty much the same rewards as someone in rank 24, except for these raid credits. But one good thing that you do get from this is these Hercules Diamond Orb fragments, a new orb that's in the game that did get launched last Friday. You're getting 900 of these at tier 3 for difficulty 2. You're getting 850 if you do 40% tier 2 on difficulty 2. You're getting 800 of them if you do difficulty 2 at 10%, but you're getting 1,000 of them difficulty 2 100%, which means if you're doing the max difficulty 100%, you're getting one of these orbs every single day. We go and check out what this orb actually is in the Red Star store. Let's check out the raid store and move into the Red Star store. All the way at the bottom is that Hercules orb, and it is a decent orb. You're getting these accolades. You're getting 1 accolade per orb, and we'll talk about the cost of what you can get for these accolades. For these right pillars, you're getting some crimson gear, which is good. It's the most current gear that we have in the game right now. And you get some diamonds for characters. You get a 10% chance to get a 3 diamond promotion, 30% for a 2 diamond promotion, and 60% for 1 diamond promotion. And included in this is Hercules. So with just this orb, just 1 orb, you can get lucky and get all this stuff, but there is a pity system that I kind of enjoy. I'm wondering if they're gonna do this stuff for future iterations. This is your accolades. You're getting 1 per orb that you open, and if you scroll down to the bottom, since last Friday, we saw Hercules there. So if you want to get a diamond for Hercules, 8 of those accolades. If you want to get 2 diamonds, 16 of these accolades. I would try to save up for these 40 because unlike the red stars, well, these are cumulative. So if you get this 3 diamond, you're immediately at 3 diamond. If you get the 1 diamond, you're immediately at 1 diamond. So you don't need to have 64 of these accolades. It's only 40 of these accolades to get the max diamonds for Hercules. And the Shadow King trials have returned, and it should be a lot easier to get a 7-star unlock if you don't have Shadow King already unlocked or at 7 stars. There's no leaderboard for this. There are some milestone rewards. If we go down to the bottom, we do see that 7-star Shadow King is available at milestone 15. For that, you would need to score 1.374 million points for that. The other good thing about this is we also have some astral energy here, and this is what's used in those milestones to get those red stars for Shadow King. Let me know where you are thinking of stopping for these red stars. I was thinking of going to 6 red stars, and I was just gonna stop, but then we got this event going on, and we got 160 of this astral energy. So I'm probably gonna go for that 7-star. Let me know what you're gonna go for the Shadow King unlock. Good character, but his primary game mode is Battle World, which as of me recording this, not in the game right now, and probably is not gonna be available till the end of January. He is a war defensive character, but that's about it. So let me know how hard you're gonna push on this event. Let me know what you're gonna do. The good thing, like I said, there is no leaderboard, and if you look for the max difficulty, it is with all the mods on 1.638 million, which is more than what you need to get all the rewards. So you don't need to do all 10 nodes. If you get stuck with your Illuminati or get stuck with your Annihilators, you don't have to do that 10th node to get all these rewards in that max run for Shadow King. And earlier this week, we got the last of the 3 holiday events ending in Frozen Dimension. This is the challenging one, which was very easy on one side, the Annihilator side. Then it came to the absolute A4/tech side and came pretty tough. Especially this last note, if you didn't have A-Force characters. I got lucky with this and got some decent pulls on the Kahori, so eventually got her up to 6 stars during this event and was able to beat this. And I think for me, I spent a lot of time with this game mode and I did have fun with it. However, I'm at the end game. A lot of the preloaded turn meter did suck, and that's what a lot of people didn't like for good reason, because preloaded turn meters is not fun. Having a bunch of enemies take their turns, and then you just, once in a while you take a turn. Wasn't the most fun game mode, but I think I did engage with this mode the most. So as far as that, I guess I enjoyed it the most, even if that turn meter did kind of suck. Just based on the luck that I had with Kahori, and then just had Miss Marvel Classic unlocked. Did not have Miss Medusa unlocked at all. So it was challenging, but towards the end, became a little easier because we got our legendary characters, Old Man Logan, then we got our mythic characters in Odin, and then we got to use our A-Force and Annihilator characters. And if you were able to kill Odin on this first node very quickly, you know, it is very easy. If you did not, it took a few attempts to beat that Odin, but yeah, it was very, very challenging. Let me know which one of these events you ended up engaging with the most and which one you enjoyed the most. Was it this Frozen Dimension with all those horrible preloaded turn meter? Was it that Winter's Peak, the Version of Tower? I think the rewards were pretty good. The challenges were pretty good. I think that was the most balanced event we had out of 3. And then we had the Temporal Cataclysm, which was very, very challenging, and a lot of people wanted that challenging content. However, the rewards were almost nothing. A bunch of frames. I did not get the last one just because it's very, very challenging and didn't want to spend all the time pushing. Also, if you were in the top 500, you got either a Mojo or a Modok unlock, or an avatar that you could use. So those were the rewards. I did want to get this, but just the time involved and the difficulty, I didn't end up doing that. So let me know which of these 3 events you enjoyed the most. Was it this Scourge event? Was it that Frozen Dimension that ended earlier this week? Or was it that Version of Tower that ended last week? And as of me recording, the Snow Globe store is here for 11 more days. We do have to get more Astral Force, and if you were very close to the next red star level for Shadow King, let me know if you were gonna buy this Astral Force, or are you just gonna say, screw it, I don't need Shadow King, I'm gonna skip all that Astral Force. But one good thing that we have is the ability to get some more shards for A-Force characters. I'm gonna open this orb for Miss Marvel Classic, and hopefully I get something good here. Let's go, baby. What do we get? It is a 10. That's actually pretty good. We get her to the next star level for that. So decent stuff in the Snow Globe store. There was decent stuff in the candy store as well, but it is going away. So let's talk about the rest of the stores. Let's talk about the first main store here. Crimson gear is available, teal gear, where you could use power cords to get some characters. What I normally end up doing in this store, because there's not really too much that I want, is just I end up getting some of this green gear because it's cheap. That gets my daily objectives, and that's what I'm normally doing from this store. Not too much else to buy here. I don't expect they're going to upgrade this store too much. The main place that this gets upgraded is in all these orbs, the event orbs and everything like that. So this main store kind of is what it is. Let's move to the Blitz store though, because this has not been upgraded in a while. We do get characters here from time to time. Gore was just added like last week or the week before that. But outside of that, this store is very outdated. Not a lot to buy here. I have 1.5 million credits and a lot of these Blitz orbs just because there hasn't been a lot to buy in this store. We're still down to orange gear here. We're on crimson gear, which we've had teal gear, and now we're in crimson gear. We still have orange gear in this Blitz store. So very, very outdated. Not much to buy here. Hopefully this gets updated soon. As we move on to the Rage Sword, this is one that was most recently upgraded, but it is still outdated at this point. We got some Awakened abilities, and we got some older Awakened abilities. Nova, Black Cat, Green Goblin Classic. No Awakened abilities for any of the more recent characters like the Astral Team. Old Man Logan still never had his Awakened abilities in this store here. So what is going to happen with this? Hopefully this gets updated and they get some kind of process that updates this store a little more regularly. Black Panther surely is in this store. But as far as this Spotlight Raid Orb, I have a lot of these. You got a guaranteed drop of 5 for that Spotlight Raid featured character. Sentinel is in that right now, but we did get that free gift for Sentinel, so a lot of people aren't using the Spotlight Raid Orb for Sentinel, just hoarding this. This store, yeah, there was some good stuff here with this teal gear, but hopefully with the introduction of the new level cap, gear tier 20, hopefully they add some crimson stuff to this and makes this store more valuable and a better use of our raid credits. Let's move to the Wars Arena store. Only thing I'm really buying here is these L4 training modules, but I have a lot of these and I'm mainly just stockpiling these in anticipation of level 105. But yeah, this store has not been upgraded as in a while. We do have these characters added from time to time, but again, this store needs like a wholesale upgrade just to get it a little more current with the rewards that we're getting. The War store is pretty crappy. I have not even looked into this in a while. Not much to buy here. Older characters, once in a while we get a new character added to this, but older gear, hopefully once we get gear tier 20, we get some crimson gear in the War store as well. The orbs are very old and outdated. Not much to buy, not much to even talk about in the War store. This is one of the oldest, worst stores that we have in the game right now. Cosmic Crucible, I enjoy this game mode a lot, but unfortunately, not a lot to buy. These normal Crucible credits, not a lot of use for these right now. These Elite Crucible credits, not a lot of use for them as well. We get some characters that are added here from time to time, and these orbs are really not worth buying, so no use of these elite credits. And as far as the gear here, pretty much just crimson gear and lower, so no use for anything in Cosmic Crucible. That game mode is just for fun because the rewards for Cosmic Crucible are pretty crappy at this point. The Dark Promo store, I look at this every single day. However, with the gift that we had with Super Skrull, the gift that we had with the Zombie Iron Man stars here, the 4 stars that we got in that battle pass, kind of hesitant to buy anything with these dark promo credits or these dark diamond credits, and yeah, do really want to spend it on future characters like Old Man Logan or Mephisto or someone like that to get more diamonds for these characters. So pretty much saving and hoarding all this stuff at this point. And then with this normal diamond credits, silver diamond credits, just buying newer characters that are useful in the meta. And the ISO store, never really bought anything out of this ISO store. I do open these orbs from time to time, but when green gear was a thing, didn't buy any green gear from this store. When blue gear was a thing, but didn't really use that. And yeah, so we do have these orbs here. They are useful for using your purple gear credits to get some of these crystals for that, but yeah, that's pretty much just these orbs and nothing else for the store. All right, this Ultra store, the only real good thing is when there's a character that you don't have at 7 stars, you could get some shards for them. I wouldn't buy this Ultimus Orb at this time, but I'm glad that they did this upgrade to this store. Well, I'm not sure if they need to do too much changes for this, is because this is kind of an overflow store. This is not really a main resource store. Let me know your thoughts on this though. This costume store, man, I have not seen this 44,000 costume credits get even changed for years. Probably it's probably been years since I've gotten any costume credits for this. So this is kind of a dead store in my opinion. As we move on to the Battle World store, which is a live store, but no real way to get currency. Hopefully, like I said, they add this currency until Battle World returns to these new Spotlight 2 raids. And then we at least get some Battle World currency that we could use in the store right now to make a lot of this stuff farmable, especially to mitigate some of the ISO 8 purple that we need, especially for the Spotlight 2 raids. So hopefully they do that. Look at this, especially if Battle World is going to be delayed even longer than their estimate of the end of January. As we move forward with the stretch goals milestone, which is going on right now, decent things in this. We got some purple ISO 8 ions. We got some purple ISO 8 credits. We also have some Miss Marvel Classic shards. This is her unlock event. We also have some dumbbells and the big ticket item here. Now, what you need to do is just score battle in Cosmic Crucible. Hopefully you did your battles and are done with this. Also, using your Immortal X-Men in Cosmic Crucible, I'm gonna have to do one battle on Sunday just to make sure that I get this milestone. Also, if you have Jean Grey, even more points there, but the majority of the points is gonna be from your lucky coins and the milestones. We'll discuss the milestones in just a little bit from the web, but let's talk about these lucky coins. You do get some lucky coins at an 8-to-1 ratio from spending campaign energy. And what you could do with that is get some of these orbs. Now, there's a few that I like at my level. If you need some of this orange or teal gear, or even some of these older ISO 8 credits, then that probably is what you get. But for me, the Fitness 6 orb is what's most appealing to me. These dark promo credits are really what I want to hoard and save up. Like I said, in anticipation for characters like Odin, Mephisto, things like that. Actually, Mephisto will get lucky at the Star Orb, but Null's gonna get some shards there as well. So do want to stock up on these. This right pillar, it does have some crimson gear. And as far as the center pillar, not a lot of places. All these characters are farmable. We have Nimrod farmable, Omega Sentinels farmables, Sentinels farmable. All these characters farmable. Now, Hank Pym and the Thanos are in the Battle World store, so this is pretty good if you don't have them already at 7 stars. But yeah, as far as character shards, a little disappointing selection of characters. I would have liked to see some unfarmable characters in this as well. Other thing that is appealing to me is this Fitness Orb, and this is probably a little better if you're just looking for straight up Crimson gear. Got a lot of Crimson gear in here. Left pillar, 30 of one of these items in that left pillar. We have one of some of these, and these have varying amounts, 30 or 20 of these catalysts here. And in the center pillar, you have 6 of one of these Gear Tier 19 mini uniques here. Mutant, Bio, Mystic, the rest of them you can get. So as far as pure gear, this is the best one. But if you're looking for a mix of gear, dark promos, and some character shards that you may or may not have, this is one that you could look at as well. Let me know which were you're most leaning towards. Fitness 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 orbs. And as stretch goals is the first of the Vendors Fitness Challenge month-long milestone for January. And next week is gonna be Phoenix Force Fitness. We do have some data mines about that, what you might wanna prepare for. And as far as the rewards, the leaderboard rewards, the milestone rewards, this is the event, the release event for Medusa. So you don't have Medusa unlocked. This is going to be your opportunity to get her. Ranking rewards seem very similar to what we've had for previous ranking rewards. But one thing I'm not a fan of is these weekly web milestones, survival training. Our previous month-long milestones were based on spending currency in the store, either the Snow Globe store for December or the Candy store for November. Well, this one is not based on that. This is based on spending uncanny energy. And if we go in game, that uncanny energy is just for these uncanny Avengers showcase events. If you don't have Jean Grey unlocked, well, you're spending cores to refarm these nodes for maybe some gold fragments, some teal gear, which you may not need at all. Not a lot of good stuff in this. So yeah, I am not a fan of this web event, spending this uncanny energy with really nothing valuable to get here. Let me know what you think of these web events and what you hope happens for February for that month-long event for the web. And Mr. Negative was a free web claim for a while. Black Knight was supposed to be replacing him on the 2nd. We did get a few days that we got Black Knight and Mr. Negative shards. However, last night Mr. Negative went away and only Black Knight is there. So if you don't have Black Knight already at 7 stars, you can get 5 free shards every day. If you don't have Mr. Negative at 7 stars, well, hopefully there's another way that you could get some shards for him. The good thing is not really valuable right now. You can use him in war, but in my opinion, Underworld is not one of the top 14 war teams, so you're not really missing out on too much to getting the Mr. Negative shards, but hopefully they add a way that you get and farm Mr. Negative. We also had some compensation arrive for the 2 Turtle Doves event. The tower mode that was associated with the event launched early, which meant that some people did not get a lot of points. Well, we got those points, 12,000 of those points on January 4th, which was after the 2 Turtle Doves event ended. And I believe they sent that compensation out twice. The first time did nothing. The second time, the compensation actually added 12,000 points to this True Turtle Dove event, even though it ended. And if it did push you over to the next milestone, I do believe you were able to claim that. But moving on to the data mines for the Phoenix Force Fitness event, which is the next main milestone event that should be starting next week. What it says here as far as the data mines, and thanks to Quick Draw for these data mines, Phoenix Force Fitness milestone gain progress in the event by using the absolute A Force characters, using Hercules in Alliance War. And I do expect that Hercules would be released sometime mid next week, so you should be able to get points if you get Hercules on this. Also getting the Phoenix Fitness Orb, and because the scoring is based on spending campaign energy this week, let me know if you think next week is also going to be spending campaign energy, or is going to switch to ISO 8 energy for this Phoenix Fitness Orb fragments. An unfortunate web milestone still is based on spending that uncanny energy, which means if you don't have Jean Grey or Hercules unlocked, you're going to be refreshing energy just to get some crap in that store. Now, there is going to be a leaderboard according to these data mines. Jean Grey diamonds are going to be on the line in this leaderboard, so Jean Grey is an important character you may want to push in this next week's event. So that's all there is right now. A little shorter news video than normal, but we should be back to the normal length of these news videos and having a guest on next week. And we should have another video coming out later today about a brand new team. Hopefully you can watch that. If you did get some value from this video, leave it a like. And if you want to see what are the best characters to farm right now in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video with the top 10 farmable characters right now. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.